guys, it's me Anna. I know I haven't been active for a very long time and I'm so sorry about that. I was just really busy last semester because I had 5 classes and a job and a club to run. So super busy and I haven't really been able to upload anything. And then I wanted to upload an unboxing, but as I started to unbox it, I have noticed that a lot of things were missing, so I had to write and wait, and I didn't feel like refilming it again because that wouldn't be real. But yeah, so today I just wanted to get back sort of into like the whole booktubing thing, so I decided that today's video was just gonna be like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that I have not read yet that have been widely recommended to me by people that have read, and these are the books that I haven't read and will or maybe will not read. So yeah, enjoy guys. So for the first book that I have today that I have not read, and this one I promise that I will because I just went to the Wizarding World down in Orlando and it was superb, it was beautiful, and if anyone has the chance, I would highly recommend, especially get the park to park. I know it's like $40 extra, but it is so worth it. So as you guessed by that little speech, the first series I have not read is Harry Potter. And clearly you could tell by my copy that is being held together with Scotch tape that it is old. I have tried to read it before when I was little, but I think I just couldn't do it. I think it was just too much like fantasy for me when I was a little child, and that wasn't what I was into back then. But it has been recommended to me literally by every single person I know, and every single person that I watch has talked on and on about this series, so I definitely will start reading it. I'm actually probably going to start reading it right now after I finish Throne of Glass series. So that is book number 1, Harry Potter. So book series number 2 that I did not read, also probably because it's mostly, I don't want to say that it's a children's book, but it is intended for maybe people like up to age 13 probably, but that would be C.S. Lewis's Narnia series, Chronicles of Narnia. Have not read this. Got this book when I was very young for a birthday present, and it was beautiful, and you could see by my little receipt that I got up to page 47. 47, guys. I got up to page 47 before I put it down and decided that it was still too much fantasy for me, but I have heard people going on about this quite a couple of times, saying that it was one of their favorite childhood books, so probably after Harry Potter. And this semester I am taking a children's literature book class. This is one of the books, so I will definitely be reading it, even if I do not like it that much. Still have to read it because I'm probably going to write an essay about it. So book 2. Now, book 3 isn't exactly a kid's book anymore. I could tell you that it's definitely more adults, but it was still definitely fantasy, and I probably did pick it up when I was very young, but I didn't understand it quite as much. Definitely loved all the movies, and, you know, it's The Hobbit. As you can see, my Hobbit book is very old. Very old. I got it at the Goodwill a couple of years ago, and I literally found it for $1. I have all of the other books as well because, you know, people used to see my obsession with Legolas from the movies because he was gorgeous, and they were like, here are the books for your birthday and for other celebrations like Christmas and stuff. So I have all of the books and I am planning to read them. Like I said, I really was not into fantasy or fiction that much when I was little, so that probably is one of the reasons that I have not read it yet. And I definitely want to. I know that so many people get so happy when they read The Hobbit and the rest of the series, so I definitely do want to. It's definitely on my to-be-read list. So the next book that I have with me is not exactly a children's book anymore. I mean, it is still young adult. It's quite young adult. It has been recommended a lot to me because a lot of people know how much I loved reading The Hunger Games, and they said that the style was sort of similar. So I did buy the book one time when I was at the airport, and I was gonna read it on the plane, but I did not get into it, and that is the Divergent series. I have not read it. I have seen the movies, and the movies are spectacular, and the movies, if anything, like, I definitely do want to read it after watching the movies. They were done great. I was interested the whole time. Like, I just could not get into the book. Maybe because I tried to read it on a plane and I got motion sickness, but book number 4 that I have not read yet. Now, book number 5, it's not really the book that I was mostly concerned about. It was more like I have never read the author that has written the book, and I have heard a lot of good things about the author. I've seen all the movies based on his books. I just have not read any of them, and that is Stephen King. I really do want to read the books. I know that they're brilliant and thrilling and keeps readers on the edge of their seats. I really do want to read it, and I hope that I can read him soon, but at the moment I have not read any Stephen King book. Now, book number 6. The 6th book / series that I have not read so far is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It has been recommended to me by a couple of people, and the movies have been recommended to me, and as you could see, I have the book, so I was planning to read it at one point, and as I started to read it, I couldn't get into it, but I have heard people tell me a lot of good things about it, so I will try to read it again, but the chances of me actually reading it are probably slim to none. Sorry. So, number 5, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. To finish number 7, sorry for that little adjustment over there, to finish off number 7 that I have not read, and I've heard controversial feelings about it, so maybe I will get into it, and maybe it might stay on my shelf for another year or two before I do actually touch it, is 50 Shades of Grey. I know some people have raved about how good this book is. I know some people have absolutely hated it and told me that it was a waste of time reading it. So, like I said, I probably will eventually get around to this book, but it might be in a year or two. So, number 7, finishing it off, 50 Shades of Grey. So yeah, guys, those are my 7 books that I have not read, but will or maybe will not, but probably eventually will read. And if there's any more, guys, that you can definitely recommend, please do put so in the comment section. Always looking for new books to read. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys.